Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Manessa K on the Beat. Sorry I went MIA on you guys, but as you can see, we are definitely baby bumping it right along. This look I'm going to be doing is one of my fave looks I've been doing throughout this entire pregnancy, so let's go. So I'm going to get started with my tea tree essential oil. I had a few dark spots and blemishes that kind of popped up out of nowhere, so to minimize those pimples, I'll just go ahead and use this oil. Because we are going into our summer months, I do need to be sure that I'm staying as hydrated as possible, so I'm going in with this Clinique moisturizer. It has a really nice consistency, almost feels like a light gel. And then to keep my lips moisturized, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Peach Lip Balm, which smells amazing and also tastes amazing as well. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the eyebrows. I'm going in with the Sephora Waterproof Glide Liner in the color Red Berry. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know I kind of have a routine that I do with my brows. I kind of stencil out the shape of the brows that I want and then fill them in later. So that's what I'm doing with that Red Berry. I have the shape that I'm going for, and then I'll go ahead and fill in the tail end of the brow with that Red Berry, and then I'll go in with the secondary color, which is the Sephora Glide Liner in the color A Little Rusty. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with a nice spoolie brush and just stroke in both of those colors that I put on the brow, just to give it a nice natural sort of a look. Now this is my Sephora Pro Angle liner brush, or brush number 22. I'll be using that along with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the color Caramel. I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the brows at this point and make sure that they are symmetrical as possible. Okay, and a little trick that I have for myself, or that I would do for my brows, I kind of connect all of the concealer from both of the brows together, so it kind of gives me a unibrow, so to speak, and that really helps just to be sure that both of the brows are kind of looking the exact same. Of course they won't be identical, but they'll be as close as possible. So I'll give myself somewhat of a unibrow just to make sure they're nice and even, and then of course go in and brush it all out. So I'll be going in with my Cargo Puffy brush. It's just a small puffy brush, and just blending in all of that concealer. Okay, now I'm going in with my SK Flat Top Concealer brush in that NARS concealer that you saw. Just going to go ahead and prep the eyes for the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the concealer all over the eyelid, and then going in with my box of crayons eyeshadow palette. I'll be using the color Tan and using another one of the SK brushes. Actually, majority of the brushes I'll be using are SK, so any of the black and gold brushes, they actually came in a set together. I'll try to put a link down in the description as far as what that box set actually was. But just going in, as I say, with that tan going all over the eyelid, it gives the eyes a really nice base, and for me a really nice nude base. And then I'll be adding just a bit of dimension. This is my ELF or ELF contour brush. I'll just be using that deep plum just to add a little bit more depth to the eyes. So I'll use that deep plum just along the crease of the eye. Okay, and just to go ahead and be sure that the eyeshadow isn't harsh on the eyelids. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go in with the clean brush and just buff it out. Now going in with the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in the color Cause I'm Black. This is a really nice eyeliner. I'm just gonna give myself a nice lightly winged eye. Okay, now using my finger beauty blender, I believe I got this at Target, I'm going to go in with the Black Opal Total Coverage Concealer in the color Truly Topaz and just lightly conceal underneath the eyes. Now prepping my face for my foundation. I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And also the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the color 420, just going over all of the dark spots that I have on my nose, cheeks, and right around the mouth area. Now using my regular beauty blender, just going to go ahead and moisten it with my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix spray and just go ahead and pat in all of the product. Right, now my Fenty Beauty foundation, which is in the color 420. Applying that on my face and then going in with the Sephora Pro foundation brush, a brush number 66. Okay. Now this is the concealer in color 370, just going underneath the eyes and down the nose, kind of getting started for a contour. And I'll be using the Fenty Match Stick in the color Truffle to go ahead and get started on a slight contouring down the nose and along the cheekbone. Now using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette, going in with the contour right along the cheekbones just to give the face a little bit more definition. And now that the concealer has kind of dried underneath the eyes, just going to go ahead and pat that in as well. Now using the finishing powder from Fenty, this is going to be in the color Honey, going right underneath the eyes, along the bottom of the jawline, and also around my mouth. Using my Maybelline Extreme Mascara, prepping the eyes or prepping the eyelashes for the false lashes I'll be applying. Now these are the INV Ultimate 3D Eyelash Collection. Got that from the local beauty supply store, and I'll be using the La Flare formaldehyde-free and scent-free lash glue. Okay, now using the finishing powder from Fenty. This one is going to be in the color Hazelnut, and I'm using the SK powder brush. You really do not need a lot of product when it comes to these finishing powders. So I'm just going to lightly go ahead and buff out the powder I had underneath my eyes, so that way I just give my face a nice matte finish. Going ahead, blending in the contour that I had on my nose and the concealer as well. Alright, now going back in with that contour palette, I'm just going to be using the highlight from that palette with my fluffy brush, and as you can see, it gives the face a nice even glow, nothing too overpowering. And setting my face with that Makeup Forever setting spray. Now to give the eyes just a bit more shine, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife or Killawatt highlighter and just go ahead and place a small amount of it right in the corner of the eye, and finishing this look off with the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Glass Balm. And here's the final look. Thank you guys so much. Do not forget to subscribe and like, and hit the notification bell as well. See you guys later.